there was this trip to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've put the pieces together now over the years from my hip hop history. This is around the time when he met Sean Kingston, or right before that, when you and him went to Atlanta. Can you break down that story?
Yeah, we were in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
We're in what's that famous strip?
Sunset Strip.
One of them strips. And he checked his MySpace and he got a message from Sean Kingston while we were out there flooding the city with mixtapes.
Right.
He got a message from Sean Kingston and it was like, hey, we like your stuff. And he was so happy. We were all happy, you know? We're all happy. But I'm like, okay, is it real? You know, check it out, verify, like make sure we're happy.
Right.
Make sure it's okay to be happy, you know? And it was all verified and it was real. So yeah, that was the first contact that I remember with Sean Kingston and Lanez.
Right. There was a falling out between you and Lanez. What happened there?
Okay, so before any of this happened, like before going to Atlanta or Miami, like we went to a bunch of different spots. I'd given him two options. I said we could do the 3 year or the 1 year. He's like, well, what's the 3 year? And this is a true story.
Right.
You know? I said 3 year is we'll take Toronto, you know, we'll flood the city, we'll take it, we'll do radios, we'll do other cities around Ottawa, Montreal, you know, we'll really just concentrate our efforts. In 3 years, we'll hit the States, you know, and we'll take everything we learned from flooding cities and just take it down there.
Right.
So, okay, well, what's the 1 year plan? I said, we're going straight to the States. He's like, okay, I want to do that. When do we leave?
Yeah.
I said, like next week, you know? So it was like, okay, how are we going to make this work, you know? I had to pay World Star to post some videos, you know, some little PR stunts, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that way when we got there, people already kind of like knew him, you know? I just didn't know to what extent those ads were gonna like do. Because I'll tell you, the first night we got to Miami, we go into one of them CVS or something. I think they're called CVS. Get toothbrushes, toothpaste, everything.
Yeah.
So we were like the last people